Hello friends, welcome to Dr. K's Kitchen. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a beloved sweetener, honey. But chances are, majority of you have used this sweet thing. Honey is an awesome thing to have in the house for a plethora of reasons. One being for cooking, obviously. The one caveat with honey is you gotta make sure that your liquid-dry ratios stay good, because it is a liquid sweetener. It's gonna throw off that balance a little bit. I use honey for my marshmallows. I use honey for my pancakes sometimes, often actually. I use a lot of honey every week. Here's my other container. We get the big ones because they go pretty quick, because when I make my sourdough, I use honey to sweeten it and to feed the yeast inside the bread as it's cooking. But I want to talk about the benefits of honey. I'm realizing that I'm going to have to get a really much better chalk for my cute little mini board. But benefits of honey. Right here, friends, some of my favorite benefits. Number one, the antioxidants are high, which is really cool that a sweetener can have antioxidants for you, so that's always a good thing. It's a lower glycemic index, and I want to point out it's lower, not low. There's a big difference. If you have diabetes or other issues, or if you're trying to do low carb, honey is not your answer, because honey still has a good amount of sugar. It's just lower than other sweeteners. What else we got here? It is antibacterial, antimicrobial, which is connected also with the wound healing. If you had a cut, put some honey on it, which sounds really weird and sticky, but because of those properties, it'll help prevent it from getting infected, which is super cool. It's got lots of vitamins and minerals in it. Also, something we don't think about when it comes to our sweetener. But some people, and I don't know if this is fact or not, some people will say that you can live off honey because there's so many nutrients in it. And it's one of the few foods that the Bible talks about, so it's got to be real good for you. What else do we got here? It's got awesome medicinal properties, and it's a natural preservative. So medicinal properties, like I said, is antibacterial, and so when you're feeling a little sick, toast with honey and cinnamon, awesome for you. It helps give your body a boost in your immune system, and it tastes good, and it's always a little bit easier to eat something like that than other things when you are feeling sick. As a natural preservative, I'm going to show you something that I should have got out beforehand. I have talked about this before if you've listened to me. This is my garlic fermented in honey. So this has been, which sounds really gross, but you can see like how fluid it is compared to regular honey. That's part of the fermentation process, but I use the honey to ferment my garlic, and then it also preserves it. So that has been there since like October, and it is still good. It's still tasty. If anything, the garlic keeps getting more tasty because it's just getting sweeter, and no mold anywhere. So that is my roundup of honey and why it should be in your pantry. When you're looking for it, look for local, because when the bees are collecting the pollen from your local area, it'll help your immune system become more resilient to those allergens. Ours is local. We do have somebody who keeps their bees here, and so at the end of the year we'll get some of the most local honey we could possibly get. And you also want to make sure that it's raw, so that it's not basically cooking out all the good stuff. And so raw and local, as always, with your honey.